Miri Alendis? Yeah, was that what you used?
That doesn't deserve this horror.
She was my main companion throughout all of that campaign, actually. Blackwood.
To pay for what he's done here.
The Deadlands.
Is that the last of them? Oh, thank feck. I really don't like your odds.
Interested to hear if she's got new things to say.
I like to think I'm agreeable.
So far, it's pretty much the same stuff I've heard back in the day.
Get back, you fetcher! This is Tham's place. I hope he's all right.
Let's find out.
Mayrena here?
We need to tell Belandros.
Run, you bastards! Damn vampires! Cowards! A lot of them! Look around. We need to find Tham or a clue as to what happened to him.
I heard a lot of noise. I didn't see a damn thing. Oh, he must have been up there. A tattered cloak. A once fine cloak. This garment now lies in tatters. It looks like it may have been torn from its wearer by razor-sharp claws.
Tham's favorite. Torn, but no blood. Could be a good sign. Maybe.
A bloodied sword. A quality sword of a Redguard design. Dried blood stains its curved blade.
That's Tham's sword. I gave it to him so he could protect the tavern.
Tham's note. Mayor, I hope you ignored my letter and stayed away. If not, there's something you need to know. I stowed our best vintage in the place where we used to put old Decius when he got too tanked to walk home. Get there quick and quiet, and maybe you can sneak out before your old friends drink the town dry. Off to the far shore soon, I think. I'll tell Tall Papa you said hello, Tham.
I knew Tham would get word to me. Don't like the way he ended it, but I know exactly where to find the best vintage. All right, let's talk this through. It's obvious there was trouble here. Tham's tattered cloak, his bloodied sword, and the note he managed to leave for me. Clever of him to tell me where to find the surviving townsfolk without alerting the vampires.
Survivors? The note didn't mention any survivors.
No, but it did mention his best vintage. A dark joke referring to my days as a vampire. And the place where old Decius slept it off? That's the bank vault. Damn Belandros. Why did he have to return to this town of all places?
You said the letter mentioned survivors?
The chance that anyone's hearts besides our own are still beating in this town is next to impossible. I really want to deal with Belandros, the terror. But I suppose I owe it to Tham to go to where he pointed. Let's check the bank.
All right.
The such depository is across from the tavern. Belandros always had ambitions. But to become the terror of the Weald? I saw all the signs, but didn't want to believe he was capable of such atrocities. Still, I left at the first opportunity.
Sounds like you and Belandros had a falling out.
Our relationship started out well enough. A band of outlaws, trying to raise thievery to an art form. Whatever he did, Belandros wanted to be the best. Later, when banditry turned to blood, we hit a dry patch. That's when Belandros began to change.
Change?
After we became vampires, we remained outlaws. We took blood from the recently dead and dying. We had honor, Only a few of us accepted the curse at first, but eventually Belandris convinced us there was more blood to be had than gold. He was wrong.
That's when you decided to leave and find a cure?
I saw the darkness growing in Belandris, but it was Tham who convinced me to find a cure. He said I was better than what the rest of the gang was becoming. Now, my sword reminds me of myself in those darkest days. It's thirsty and craves blood.
There must be a point of no return in becoming a vampire, right? Like, you can't become a vampire and then, 300 years later go, I don't want to be a vampire no more. Let me cure myself, and then all my organs and everything are still fine.
How did I miss it?
Like, if you reverse it within the first year or so, maybe a couple years. I don't know, I'm not a vampire. I don't know how it works. But if you do happen to be a vampire or an ex-vampire, let me know. Such depository. Search the such.
The clerk kept a spare key in a box by her desk. We'll need that to open the vault.
Oh, I'm gonna force it. Oh, damn it. I thought I could just keep spamming the button. Oh, come on. Such depository vault key, this large heavy iron key, bears the symbol of the such bank.
Told you there was a spare key. Now let's go down and open that vault.
Told you there was a spare. I didn't doubt you. Okay.
Is that you?
Nice.
Abel, you'll give us away.
I'll be damned. There are survivors. Use the key and open the vault.
Stay back. Wait. Morena, you're with those bloodsuckers?
I'm not with them. Not anymore. My friend will explain while I keep watch.
Rosalind?
Morena looks different. But if you're not with the vampires, does it mean it's safe out there? And did you see my husband, Gravier? He hasn't returned from his last excursion.
It's definitely not safe. Vampires still overrun the town. But what do you mean, your husband's last excursion?
We hid in here. Some miners, Tham, the banker and his husband, their clerk. My Gravier's been leading them to safety, taking them out in small groups. He's the best scout in the territory. But now it's just me and my son. Gravier hasn't returned.
Tham was here?
Yes. He suggested we hide in here in the first place. He offered to stay with Abel and me while Gravier got the last group out of town, but my husband insisted Tham go with them. Now they're out there somewhere. With the vampires.
What can you tell us about the vampires?
I'm just the town alchemist. I'm no expert on vampires. But Belandros and his crew, they came here for a purpose. I heard one vampire say something about raising an army. You seem like you can handle yourself. Can you look for my husband, Gravier?
We'll see if we can find Gravier.
My alchemist shop is close by. Feel free to make use of anything in there. I don't know of any potions that harm vampires, but much of my stock is explosive, when mixed correctly. And if you find Gravier, please send him back to us.
You have explosives in your alchemy shop?
Not exactly, but I have all sorts of tinctures, reagents, and solvents. Many of them can be combined to create poisons and unstable compounds that could explode given the right circumstances.
If I wanted to make something explode, what would you suggest?
You'll want to go with something simple. I'd suggest grabbing some alchemical oil and a few combustion canisters. They won't make a perfect weapon, but if you can mix them, set them, ignite them, and run, they do make a rather large boom.
Alchemical oil and a few combustion canisters?
We'll kill Belandris and put an end to this. You have my word. And we'll find your husband. Let's go.
Coin here, though. There's some coin here. Alright, fine. I don't know what to do with it anyway.
Let's find Grivier and Tham. Stay alert. Just one. There! Tracks! Take a closer look.
How about nowhere? Leave Skingrad alone. All the other places are locked down.
Definitely fresh. And they head southwest.
Yes, our adventure through Greymoor, the dark heart of Skyrim.
That pack. Check it out while I keep watch.
We dealt with a lot of vampires. This rugged pack contains a variety of mining tools, including rope, wedges, hammers, and a well-used pickaxe.
Mining gear. Discarded to lose weight, I'd guess. Looks like they started veering west here. What's that on the ground ahead? Clothing. Must have been torn in a struggle. Careful. I think we're close.
Get him, Miri. He's got that ultimate. Nothing but bones. Oh, stinky, dirty, filthy fish. The Terror's orders. In exchange for sparing his family, Grivier has taken the guise of rescuer to the remaining townsfolk. Let him wander, but gorge freely on anyone he brings with him. As soon as he confirms we've got the last of the survivors, tie him up and take him to the stables. Get him to reveal where he's hidden his family. If he tells us nothing, give him the curse. Then we'll see if he'd rather we dine on his family's blood, or if he'd like to devour them himself. Either way, he becomes another soldier in my army. Belandris, Terror of the Weald. While we're here, let me check out this boss. Also, delve nearby. Oh, people turning up. Keeper Tarman. Green Speaker Baedelas. Never have I ever... Lorcan's Tears.
Kill the intruders!
Oh, they're going for it.
Hunt my beasts! Fall for my might! For my might. my might.
Lot of red zones here.
The forest is on our side.
One almost down.
We may fall, but our power remains.
Come on. Get this one.
We will never forget again. Fall before my might. Fall before my might. Fall before my might.
Ghosts are chasing us. Venom bow down.
Fall before my might.
Little bit left. Down, down, down. Recollection Victor. Alright. Let's see what we got. A nice staff. Lovely. Definitely worthwhile.
I was tired of walking anyway.
Alright, back to this.
The vampires are dangerous. We need to be on guard. That's Belandris' handwriting, all right. Looks like he made a deal with Graveer to sacrifice the rest of the townsfolk to the terror of the Weald. If Graveer's still alive, I can make him talk.
What do you think Graveer can tell us?
Graveer's been working with these bastards. He must know where Belandris is hiding, and he can tell me what happened to Tham. After that, I'll show him the same mercy he gave the townsfolk.
The note suggested they stowed Graveer in the stables. Let's go see.
The stables are nearby, right on the edge of town. If Graveer's there, I'll make him talk.
Both the Orders and Rosalind mentioned something about an army.
Belandris always wanted more gold, then more blood. Now he's calling himself the Terror. Sounds like he wants power now. Come to think of it, the stories of the Grey Host always fascinated him. Maybe they put a very bad idea into his head.
Let's take it out of his head. Along with his head.
Marina, stranger, cut me free! She's one of those monsters!
I'm the monster?
Why are you helping Marina? She's one of them!
You better speak to him. Not sure I can guarantee I won't snap his neck if I get too close.
Why are you helping Marina? She's one of them! And Belandris, the terror of the Weald. He told me he returned to such because of her. This is all her fault!
We saw the Terror's orders. We know you've been leading the townsfolk right to the vampires.
You know about that? I had no choice. It was turn on the townsfolk or lose my family. But you're helping Marina. She's one of them. She'll turn on you the moment you're no longer useful, just like Belandris did to me.
Marina isn't part of that gang anymore, and she's no longer a vampire.
Doesn't matter. This is still her fault. The Terror came to Such looking for her. When he couldn't find her, he set his gang loose and started stockpiling weapons around town. If I didn't make a deal, my family would be dead now. Or worse.
Why are the vampires stockpiling weapons?
Why do you think? Belandris is calling himself the Terror of the Weald now. He's trying to build a vampire army, and he's using the people of Such to swell his ranks. Look, whatever you may think of me, you can't leave me here to die! You can't!
What about Tham? Your wife said he was with you, and where is Belandris hiding out?
The vampires took Tham and the other townsfolk into the mines. I'm certain that's where Belandris has his headquarters. Or the vampires call it a lair, but you can't go down there. They'll tear you apart. Please, let me go. My family needs me.
Friend, we need to talk about this. I knew Belandris was angry when I left the gang. But to destroy a town and raise an army... He's really trying to live up to his new name. The Terror of the Weald.
What do you think we should do, Marina?
Do? We killed Belandris just like I planned. He broke our pact and started consuming innocent people. We robbed gold to pay blood servants to sustain us. We were thieves first, vampires second. Or so I thought. The curse was just a means to an end.
So we head into the mine?
Not quite yet. Stopping the Terror won't be as simple as just killing Belandris. We need to destroy his weapon stockpiles and shatter his army. Maybe something in the alchemist shop can help with that. But first, we need to deal with this worm.
Grivier deserves to be punished, but his family doesn't. Let him go so he can help them.
Please, you can't just leave me here.
Shut up, Grivier. Run back to your wife before I decide to tell her we were too late.
A damn lucky punk. Go to the alchemy show. Hello. Come on. Come on. Oh. There we go. Better loot.
Looks like you're buying at the next pub, Fla.
Better loot than the one, than fighting that boss before. The recollection bosses. Ooh. Look at these lights.
Rosalind mentioned explosives. Look for alchemical oil and combustion canisters. Careful. One spark and you'll be engulfed in alchemical fire. With that oil and the combustion canisters, we're all set. Let's find those weapon stockpiles.
Interesting artifacts here.
The locals just taste better here. Maybe it's the water.
Maybe it is.
Those crates. That has to be one of the weapon stockpiles. Place the components and I'll do the rest.
You gonna do it now or do it later? I suppose it's later.
Place the components and I'll add the spark. That takes care of the weapon stockpiles. Now let's head into the mine.
It's meant to go off with a mighty boom, isn't it? Got some Minotaur Shaman versus normal Minotaur. Nobody's winning this fight.
That's coming.
We'll consider it a double knockout. There's the mine.
Belandris must be keeping the blood fiends in dens. Just follow the sound of their wails, and we'll use the remaining explosives.
The terror will make you pay for destroying our weapons, Marina!
That's not all I plan to destroy, you bastards! Hear that? Blood fiends beyond that door. Place a combustion canister and step back.
Oh, this one's gonna go off with a boom.
Stand back! One blood fiend den taken care of. There's probably one more. Let's go find it.
Unleash all the blood fiends.
Off with you, Swit!
Belandris doesn't need you anymore, Marina. You've been replaced.
Tham the barkeep will be a much better vampire than you ever were.
The bastards turned Tham. Hurry! I hear more blood fiends. Place the combustion canister and stand clear. Stand clear! Alright, now we can get to the real business.
The real business? Tell me about it.
That takes care of the blood fiend dens. But were those vampires lying about Tham? Damn it! I never wanted anyone to get hurt when I decided to leave the gang and throw off my curse. Come on. Let's find Belandris' lair and finish this.
Anything specific I should know before we face Belandris?
Belandris was formidable when I ran with him. Now that he calls himself the Terror, I'm not sure what to expect. He'll be with his lieutenants, maybe a few blood fiends. And Tham, curse their eyes. Just remember, if I get turned again, kill me.
I'll do what I must. Belandris' lair?
You're part of my army now, barkeep. Get used to
He's
it.
got Tham! Let's finish the bastard!
Let's do it.
Marina.
God, Belandris. What have you become? Friend? Attack! You can make it! Keep moving! No more. I saw Tham run out when the battle started. Let's head outside.
The terror is over. We defeated Belandris, the terror of the Weald. Marina saw her friend Tham flee before the battle. We should head outside and try to find him.
Marina, what's happening to me, Mayor?
It will be alright, Tham. You'll be alright. Check on Tham, friend. I need a moment.
I feel cold. My skin, it's pale. Please, tell me this isn't happening. Tell me I'm not becoming one of them.
You're safe, and Belandris is dead? That's all that matters?
Yes, you're right. You and Mayor saved my life. Saved what's left of such. Well, if Marina could survive being a vampire, then I can as well. Thank you for helping her. Tell Mayor. Tell her I'm all right.
It's done. The terror of the Weald is no longer a threat. I hope whatever remains of the gang has sense enough to scatter. I tried to do right by such, getting rid of my curse. Now the place is a ghost town, and I have no idea what to do next.
Your friend Tham needs you, Marina.
Tham. Right. I need to be here for him, the way he was for me. Help him, whether he decides to remain a vampire or seek the cure. It's the least I can do. Remember, I don't like owing favors. So take this. I want you to have it. For all your help. I'm at a loss, friend. I was so focused on stopping Belandris and saving Tham, I never gave a thought as to what comes next. I guess I need to figure it out. I told you I hate owing favors, but I can't help feeling that suddenly I owe a whole lot.
What do you think you owe, Marina?
I owe Tham. Probably more than I can ever repay. And the people of such. It's because of me that the town was overrun by Belandris and his gang of vampires. I need to try to help them all recover. To find a way to carry on with their lives.
So you're going to stick around?
I think so. At least, for a while. Tham needs to learn how to deal with the curse. Then I need to help him figure out whether to try to live with it, or seek a cure. As for the town, that's a harder problem to solve.
Why's that?
Once a place gets a bad reputation, it's hard to shake it. And the vampires killed a lot of people, did a lot of damage. Well, I suppose I can help deal with any of the terrorist gang that are still prowling around. That's something, right?
Right.
I need to figure out what to do next. Do I learn to live with the curse or find a way to cure it like Mira did? And what about the town? Do we abandon such or try to rebuild? Too many questions and not enough answers. At least Marina's back.
Do you think you'll stay a vampire? Or will you seek a cure like Marina did?
I have no idea. I'm not even sure why I seem to be a full vampire, while the rest of the townsfolk were turned into blood fiends. I guess that's just another thing I need to talk to Marina about. She's got more experience with this than I do.
Will you remain in such, or move on?
Another good question to which I have no answer. I love this town. But with most of the people gone, can such even survive? I suppose one of the first things I need to do is check on my tavern. See how much of my livelihood remains intact.